For years, we've been told that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But is that actually true? Lock down the breakfast aisle of any supermarket and you'll find shelves filled with cereals claiming to be whole grain, yogurt labeled healthy, breakfast bars promising lasting energy, and fruit juices advertised as the perfect way to start your morning. It all sounds healthy, but here's the problem. Some of the foods marketed as breakfast essentials contain as much added sugar as a dessert, while others leave you hungry again before lunchtime. On the other hand, some of the simplest breakfast foods, ones that have been around for generations, continue to be recommended by nutrition experts because they provide the nutrients your body actually needs. So how do you tell the difference? The answer isn't about following the latest diet trend or avoiding entire food groups. It's about understanding how different foods affect your energy, your appetite, and your long-term health. Today, we're separating breakfast myths from nutritional facts as we explore some of the best and worst breakfast foods you can eat. And make sure you stay until the end because one breakfast food that's often criticized has actually earned its place among the healthiest options when prepared the right way. Let's begin with a breakfast favorite that's marketed as healthy but often isn't. Sugary breakfast cereals. Imagine pouring yourself a bowl of cereal before work or school. It's quick, convenient, and many boxes are covered with words like whole grain, fortified with vitamins, or high in fiber. At first glance, it seems like a smart choice, but when you turn the box around and read the nutrition label, the story can be very different. Many breakfast cereals, especially those marketed to children, but not exclusively, contain significant amounts of added sugar. Some varieties also include refined grains, meaning much of the natural fiber has been removed during processing. So why does that matter? Foods high in added sugars and refined carbohydrates are digested quickly. That can cause a rapid rise in blood sugar, followed by a drop that leaves many people feeling tired or hungry again, not long after breakfast. It's one reason someone can eat a large bowl of sugary cereal at 7 a.m. and still be reaching for a snack by mid-morning. Another issue is portion size. The serving displayed on the nutrition label is often much smaller than what people actually pour into a bowl. It's easy to consume 2 or even 3 servings without realizing it, which also means consuming much more sugar than expected. Does that mean all cereal is unhealthy? Not at all. Some cereals made with whole grains, minimal added sugar, and plenty of fiber can absolutely fit into a balanced diet. The key is learning to read the nutrition label rather than trusting the marketing on the front of the box. Choosing cereals higher in fiber and lower in added sugars, and pairing them with protein-rich foods like plain Greek yogurt or a handful of nuts can create a more satisfying breakfast that keeps you fuller for longer. So the problem isn't cereal itself, it's the highly processed, sugar-loaded versions that dominate supermarket shelves. And speaking of foods that wear a healthy disguise, the next breakfast choice has convinced millions of people they're making a smart decision, even though some versions contain more sugar than ice cream. Flavored yogurt. Yogurt has an excellent reputation. It's rich in protein, provides calcium, and many varieties contain live cultures that support a healthy gut microbiome. Those are real benefits. But here's where things become confusing. Many flavored yogurts contain surprisingly large amounts of added sugar to make them taste sweeter and more appealing. In some cases, a single serving can contain enough added sugar to rival a small dessert. That's important because while yogurt itself can be a nutritious choice, regularly consuming large amounts of added sugar isn't ideal for overall health. So what's the better option? Nutrition experts often recommend choosing plain Greek yogurt or plain natural yogurt and adding your own flavor. Fresh berries, sliced bananas, chopped apples, cinnamon, or a small drizzle of honey can provide sweetness while also adding fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. Greek yogurt offers another advantage. It's typically higher in protein than regular yogurt, which helps increase fullness and may reduce the temptation to snack before your next meal. The lesson here isn't to fear yogurt. It's to recognize that foods marketed as healthy can vary dramatically depending on their ingredients. Sometimes the healthiest choice isn't the one with the brightest packaging. But if you think hidden sugars are the biggest problem on the breakfast table, the next food surprises even more people. In fact, it's become such a normal part of breakfast that most of us never stop to question what's really inside it. Pastries, donuts, and muffins. Picture a typical morning at a coffee shop. Someone orders a latte and grabs a blueberry muffin, a glazed donut, or a flaky pastry because it seems like a quick breakfast before work. It feels harmless. After all, it's breakfast, not dessert. But nutritionally, many of these foods are surprisingly similar to the sweets people try to avoid later in the day. Most commercially prepared pastries are made with refined flour, generous amounts of added sugar, and fats that make them soft, flaky, and appealing. While they can certainly be enjoyed occasionally, they often provide a large number of calories without much protein or fiber to keep you satisfied. That combination matters. Protein and fiber slow digestion and help you feel fuller for longer. Without them, it's common to experience a quick burst of energy followed by a mid-morning slump that sends many people searching for another snack. Even muffins can be misleading. The word muffin often sounds healthier than cake, but some oversized bakery muffins contain as much sugar and as many calories as a slice of cake. Of course, not every homemade muffin falls into this category. Muffins made with whole grain flour, oats, fruit, nuts, and less added sugar can be a much more balanced option. The lesson isn't that pastries should never be enjoyed, it's that they work better as an occasional treat than as the foundation of your daily breakfast. And if pastries aren't the healthiest way to drink your morning coffee, the next breakfast favorite raises an even bigger question. What if one of the drinks people associate most closely with good health isn't always as healthy as they think? Fruit juice. Imagine sitting down to breakfast with a glass of orange juice. For decades, it has been advertised as the perfect way to start the day. After all, it's made from fruit, so it must be healthy, right? The answer is more complicated than many people realize. Fruit juice can certainly provide vitamins, including vitamin C, depending on the variety. But when fruit is turned into juice, something important is often lost. Fiber. Whole fruits contain natural fiber that slows the absorption of sugars, helping you feel fuller while supporting healthy digestion. Juice, on the other hand, delivers much of the fruit's natural sugar in a form that's easy to drink very quickly. Think about it this way. Drinking one large glass of orange juice may require the juice of several oranges. Most people could easily drink that in a few minutes, but eating the same number of whole oranges would likely leave them feeling much fuller. That doesn't make fruit juice bad. In moderate amounts, 100% fruit juice can still be part of a balanced diet. The concern comes when juice replaces whole fruit or is consumed in large quantities every day, especially sugar-sweetened fruit drinks that contain added sugars and only a small amount of actual fruit juice. Whenever possible, choosing whole fruit gives your body the vitamins, minerals, water, and fiber working together in the way nature intended. And speaking of foods that have become breakfast traditions, the next one sparks debate almost every time nutrition experts discuss it. Processed breakfast meats. For many people, breakfast isn't complete without bacon, sausage, or other processed breakfast meats. They're flavorful, satisfying, and deeply connected to traditional breakfasts around the world. But should they be everyday foods? This is where balance becomes important. Processed meats are often high in sodium and saturated fat, and many are preserved using curing methods that help extend shelf life and maintain flavor. That doesn't mean one serving of bacon will ruin your health. Health isn't determined by a single meal. It's shaped by the habits you repeat over months and years. If processed meats are an occasional part of a breakfast you enjoy, that's very different from building every morning around heavily processed foods. At this point, breakfast might sound like a minefield. But here's the good news. The best breakfasts don't rely on flashy marketing or complicated recipes. They rely on a few simple principles: protein to help keep you satisfied, fiber to support digestion and steady energy, healthy fats for lasting fullness, and minimally processed foods that provide vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients your body needs. Now that we've uncovered the foods worth limiting, it's time for the more exciting half of our journey. Let's look at the breakfast foods that nutrition experts consistently recommend, and the first one may surprise you, because despite years of controversy, it's still considered one of the most nutrient-dense foods you can eat. Eggs. For years, eggs had a complicated reputation. Many people avoided them because they believed the cholesterol in eggs automatically led to high cholesterol in the body. Today, our understanding is much more nuanced. For most healthy people, current research suggests that eating eggs in moderation can be part of a healthy dietary pattern. While eggs do contain cholesterol, dietary cholesterol doesn't affect everyone's blood cholesterol in the same way. Factors such as overall diet, genetics, physical activity, and lifestyle often play a much larger role. That's why many nutrition guidelines now focus more on the overall quality of the diet rather than singling out one food. But cholesterol isn't the reason eggs deserve a place on this list. Eggs are one of the highest quality sources of protein available. Protein helps build and repair tissues, supports muscle health, and contributes to the production of enzymes, hormones, and antibodies. Starting your day with a protein-rich breakfast can also help you feel fuller for longer, making it easier to avoid unnecessary snacking before lunch. Eggs are also naturally rich in important nutrients, including vitamin B12, selenium, iodine, riboflavin, and choline. Choline is especially interesting because many people don't consume enough of it. This nutrient plays an important role in brain function, nerve signaling, and normal cell structure. Even the yolk, which many people throw away, contains valuable nutrients, including most of the egg's vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats. Of course, how you prepare eggs matter. Deep frying them in large amounts of butter or pairing them with highly processed foods changes the nutritional picture. On the other hand, boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled eggs served with vegetables and whole grains create a much more balanced breakfast. The next food has quietly earned its place as one of the healthiest breakfasts in the world. Oatmeal. Imagine two people eating breakfast. One starts the day with a sugary pastry and feels hungry again before 10 a.m. The other eats a bowl of oatmeal topped with berries and nuts and stays satisfied well into the afternoon. What's the difference? A big part of the answer is fiber. Oats are rich in a special type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. When mixed with water during digestion, this fiber forms a gel-like consistency that slows the movement of food through the digestive system. That slower digestion helps increase feelings of fullness and supports more gradual changes in blood sugar after a meal. Beta-glucan has also been studied for its role in supporting healthy cholesterol levels when consumed as part of a balanced diet. Beyond fiber, oats provide complex carbohydrates that deliver steady energy rather than the quick spikes and crashes associated with many refined breakfast foods. They're also a source of important minerals such as magnesium, phosphorus, manganese, and iron. One of the greatest strengths of oatmeal is its versatility. Whether you enjoy it warm on a cold morning, prepare overnight oats for convenience, or blend oats into smoothies, it's a breakfast that fits almost any lifestyle. Now, if there's one food that nutrition experts consistently encourage people to eat more often, it's the next one. Walk through the produce section and you'll notice something interesting. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries. They're small, colorful, naturally sweet, and consistently appear near the top of lists highlighting nutrient-dense foods. That's no coincidence. Berries are packed with vitamins, fiber, and naturally occurring plant compounds known as polyphenols. These compounds are responsible for many of the vibrant colors found in fruits and vegetables, and researchers continue to study how they contribute to overall health. Unlike many sweet breakfast foods, berries provide natural sweetness along with fiber. That fiber helps slow digestion, supports gut health, and contributes to greater feelings of fullness. They're also incredibly versatile. Scatter them over oatmeal, mix them into plain Greek yogurt, blend them into a smoothie, or simply enjoy them on their own. Frozen berries can be just as nutritious as fresh ones, making them an affordable option throughout the year. At this point, a clear pattern is beginning to emerge. The healthiest breakfasts aren't built around highly processed foods with long ingredient lists. They're built around simple, whole foods that work together to provide protein, fiber, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals. But we're not finished yet. The final three foods complete that nutritional picture, and one of them has been unfairly criticized for years despite being one of the healthiest additions you can make to your morning meal. Nuts and seeds. If there were one category of foods that could instantly improve almost any breakfast, it would be nuts and seeds. They're small enough to sprinkle over yogurt, oatmeal, smoothies, or fruit, yet they provide an impressive combination of nutrients in every handful. Almonds, walnuts, pistachios, chia seeds, flax seeds, and pumpkin seeds. Each offer their own nutritional strengths, but they all have something in common. They're rich in healthy unsaturated fats, contain plant-based protein, and provide dietary fiber. Many nuts and seeds also contain important vitamins and minerals, such as magnesium, zinc, selenium, and vitamin E. These nutrients support many normal functions throughout the body, including muscle function, energy production, and normal immune function. Chia seeds and flax seeds deserve special attention because they're rich in soluble fiber and provide plant-based omega-3 fatty acids. Meanwhile, walnuts are one of the richest nut sources of omega-3 fats, while almonds are especially high in vitamin E. Of course, portion size still matters. Nuts are nutrient dense, which also means they're calorie dense. A small handful is usually enough to enjoy their benefits without overdoing it. And speaking of simple improvements, our final breakfast recommendation has been misunderstood for years. Whole grain toast with avocado. Few breakfast foods have sparked as much debate in recent years as avocado toast. Some people see it as a trendy meal. Others dismiss it entirely. But when you look past the social media hype, there's a good reason this combination has remained popular. Whole grain bread provides complex carbohydrates and dietary fiber, which help deliver steady energy throughout the morning. Unlike refined white bread, whole grains retain more of the grain's natural nutrients, including B vitamins, magnesium, and fiber. Then comes the avocado. Avocados are naturally rich in monounsaturated fats, the same type of heart-friendly fats found in olive oil. They also provide potassium, folate, vitamin K, and fiber. One of the biggest misconceptions about avocados is that they're too high in fat. While they are higher in fat than many fruits, the type of fat matters. Unsaturated fats can be part of a healthy dietary pattern and often contribute to greater feelings of fullness after a meal. Even better, avocado pairs beautifully with other nutritious breakfast foods. Add a boiled egg for extra protein. Top it with sliced tomatoes or spinach for additional vitamins. Sprinkle on pumpkin seeds for crunch and extra minerals. Suddenly, you've created a breakfast that combines protein, healthy fats, fiber, and a variety of micronutrients, all without relying on highly processed ingredients. The healthiest breakfasts aren't built around perfection. They're built around balance. After exploring the best and worst breakfast foods, one thing becomes clear. Healthy eating isn't about memorizing endless lists of good and bad foods. It's about understanding a few simple principles. A balanced breakfast usually includes 4 key components. First, a quality source of protein to help support muscle maintenance and keep you feeling satisfied. Second, fiber-rich carbohydrates from foods like oats, whole grains, fruits, or vegetables to provide lasting energy. Third, healthy fats from foods such as nuts, seeds, or avocado to help increase fullness and support overall nutrition. And finally, colorful whole foods that naturally provide vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. When those pieces come together, breakfast becomes much more than just your first meal of the day. It becomes an opportunity to fuel your body with nutrients that support your health long after you've left the table. The goal isn't to build the perfect breakfast every morning. Life is busy and no one eats perfectly all the time. The goal is simply to make better choices more often than not, because over the course of months and years, those choices add up. Now we would love to hear from you. What's your typical breakfast? Is there one food on today's list that surprised you? Or one healthy swap you're thinking about making this week? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're new to Earth Cures, subscribe and turn on notifications.